more like a top team again. Paul Richards, a championship caliber coach, formerly a Tampa Bay Damage, has been brought in. X Factor's core of veterans is playing better than they ever have, with Grayson Goff leading the team on the stat board, Todd Morrow winning close points, and Colt Roberts dominating the D side. Recent pickup Billy Bernaccia played his heart out at the World Cup and really helped the team after a year-long struggle to find his form. Bernaccia is back for 2013, and he needs to play well in the Snake because they lost longtime X Factor vet Michael Kovar to Moscow Red Legion. Bernaccia is backed up by Archie Montemayor, one of the best players in the game. They also picked up Scott Kemp, a longtime Ironman who's hungry to help the team win. If all goes well this year, X Factor could be in the hunt for their first title. During their breakout season of 2012, upTon 187 Crew turned heads with their aggressive attack and high level of young talent. They're bringing mostly the same roster back for this season, but with a few twists. Dan Zaleski did damage for 187 as upTon's main attacker in the Snake during a year that was hard on front Snake players, and Max Traylor did work on the D side, proving that he could hang with the best players in the world. But for the 2013 season, they will be switching sides, with Zaleski now in the Doritos and Traylor as the main attacker on the Snake side. They will be backed up by the hardcore duo of Eddie Painter, who is always quick to attack out of the backfield, and team captain and Rookie of the Year nominee Nick Laval. Laval has been heralded by his peers as the best player on the team, and he blew people away in 2012. He's a true beast. If 187 brings the same fire to this season that they did last year, they could start marching up the rankings board and make a name for themselves in the hardest tournament series in the world.
And here we go. This is the game that will decide who is going to be playing in the Champions Division and who will be playing in the Challengers Division. 187 Crew going to be throwing down against San Antonio X Factor. And the upTon 187 Crew, they defeated Omaha Vicious 7-5 to make it to this match, and now they got to beat San Antonio X Factor, who, the reason why they're here is because they lost to CEP. Now, I'll tell you what, I'm looking over at Colt Roberts. You're looking at 187 on your screen, but if we can flip to X Factor, those boys are getting it up right now. You can see Colt Roberts. Look at the stalking glare of Colt Roberts right there. And just before, he was pumping his boys up, hit him in the chest. That's one of the best players ever to come out of Texas. Well, the team itself is the best team ever to come out of Texas. Even though Houston Heat has the moniker Houston Heat, every single person up until this point, actually this year they got a couple imports, and Scotty Kemp and Zach Wake is, X Factor trying to get back to the top tier of the league, and they need to win this game to assure them a spot in the 10-team Champions Division. So here we go, Zach Wake into Snake 1, but X Factor losing one off the break.
X Factor lost Archie Montemayor early, but that's okay because Justin Pike and Brian Jenkel are walking off the field right now. I'm sorry, that's Greg Lazat walking off the field on the Dorito side for upTon 187. Zach Wake comes around into Snake 4. Zach Wake, he may get some penalties here and there, but he plays the same way all the time, which is attack, 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 attack. He always wants to be in your side of the Snake, and when he gets there, Max Traylor comes to get him, and he annihilates Max Traylor. They trade out, and Zach needs to stop talking to the refs and just get off the field. Scott Kemp over there
staying alive. Colt Roberts got shot though, so here comes, but Scotty Kemp taking one as well. So it looks like Dimitri is going to be left alive. Man, that was a pretty crazy point. Kills coming off all over the place. Lots of gunfights being lost in one, and X Factor going to win the first one.
Yeah, Dimitri also playing well over here on the Snake side for X Factor. Going up 1-0. We'll be right back.
There's Eddie Painter, who I feel is playing pretty good this event. He's kind of been a little hit or miss, a couple points, but overall, he's doing well. So here we go, about to watch the start of this next point, and it looks like we have our fourth member of our broadcast team, Lauren Kelly, on the sidelines. Lauren, what do you got for us?
Hey guys, down here on the sidelines with 187, I have BJ with me. What are you guys focusing on? What did you learn in your last match that you're really trying to fix for this match to go to win?
Well, I think we really need to communicate a little better, make sure we're watching those spots when we get down on bodies, and we're really looking to attack coming into this.
Since this is the relegation playoffs, how much pressure do you guys feel it's going to determine whether you're in the champions bracket or not?
No pressure at all. We're just here to have fun. We're here to win games and keep up here in the Pro Division.
All right, well, we'll see who takes it.
So on the breakout, 187 crew, 5 players alive. So far, looking like everyone makes it out clean, but much better field position for San Antonio X Factor.
Yeah, Dimitri Ninos gets into the Snake 2 right away. He's got Archie Montemayor behind him. X Factor looking real hungry and aggressive to start the morning off over here. Colt Roberts into Dorito 3. There goes Ninos down the Snake right now. That's Max Trailer on your screen with Eddie Painter. Max Trailer, he's the one that's been getting it done game after game for upTon 187 over here on the Snake side. So he's going to get a mouthful of Dimitri Ninos here, who's wrapping the outside of Snake 2. And Eddie Painter gets shot in the face right behind him. And again, Greg Lizotte gets chopped up running up the field. Ninos tries to turn the corner and gets blown away by Max Trailer.
And we talked about that. That's a hard corner to turn.
Yeah, Colt Roberts in the 50 Dorito.
Yeah, and Colt Roberts and Dimitri playing real well this point. They want it, man. You want to talk about body. We always talk about this. Body language dictates the pace of the game. Look at these guys out here. Archie Montemayor playing every position he possibly can out there. Very versatile player. And Dixon Yang is getting it done in here in the Snake.
You know, Dixon Yang, another versatile player, just going to work over here, getting the angle. Archie Montemayor, you can see Dixon Yang get it. He has a great angle across the field. You can see on the right side of your screen. Here comes the pain. Double bunker. That's a two-piece.
Colt Roberts gives himself a two-piece, and I think he gets shot in the back of the head by his own guy. Oh, wow. And then a major penalty on 187, and that is not going to help them at all because X Factor now is going to go up 2. They were able to get in there, though, into the box ahead of time, or before the flag was hung, and that's important. You know, it's good to see the hustle on 187. If you're going to get that penalty, at least sprint to the box, and we're going to be right back after this. All right, so I've been getting, all of us have been getting a ton of people hitting us up on Facebook and Instagram. We want to know that everyone's throwing all these paintball parties, these webcast parties. So we want to know who has the biggest one. How many people do you have? So take a picture of your entire party, post it on Instagram, tag hashtag PBA party and at Paintball Access. The winning image is going to be featured on the webcast. Remember, let's see it. Let's keep it G-rated. I know how crazy you paintball people can get. So. Yeah, and follow us on Instagram, follow us on, like us on Facebook, and help us spread the paintball gospel, man. Own your passion. PBA and the PSP exist to try to put together the best league we possibly can and display it to the world to see the effort of all the best teams and players in the world. And that, around this field that you're watching right now worldwide is a ton of divisional teams that we are going to see later on this afternoon as we see the D4 through 1 finals. And that's what's possible. Any size can play, any age can play. Go to pspevents.com for more information. Also, there's affiliate leagues worldwide, so tons of different options for you to get into the fight.
And on the breakout here,
split screen.
X Factor sends Zach Wake and Archie Montemayor down here to the Snake side. Coming up the middle, attacking the Dorito side hard and early. San Antonio X Factor again. Zach Wake gets into Snake 2. Looks on the outside, see who's locking him off. Puts a ball in right on Nick Laval's face mask. And same with Max Trailer. He takes one, and Zach Wake instantly into Snake 4, going to work across the field. This is what you want out of your Snake guy right here.
Zach Wake going to work, Maddie, I'm sorry to interrupt, but Zach Wake, he needs a little bit of work. But right now, outclassed. X Factor is just outclassing 187.
Yeah, X Factor trying to prove that they definitely belong in the Champions Division. you know, got upset hard the 4th game of the event against CEP. CEP beat X Factor 7-1. CEP went 2-2 in the prelims, and they locked up their spot. They're going to be on who's going to make it from this game. Right now, it's looking like X Factor. We'll be right back after these messages.
And we are back here, and you know what we're seeing right now, and we were just talking while we were on the commercial break. The difference out here this weekend is that some teams want it and some don't. Houston Heat came out here and played like, hey, we're the best team in the world, and all these other teams that are out here like CEP, Dynasty, they're playing like this is a fight. Yeah, this is a sport. These are the best players in the world, but the teams that are winning, the Infamouses of the world, the Nicky Cubas of the world, if we watched that game yesterday, they're actually playing like this means something, like they really want it. This isn't about this, yeah, training counts and skill level and talent, but ultimately at the end of the day, who wants it the most, you know?
You know, we talked about the CEP. We have a timeout right now, so I want to take a chance to say I'm very proud of all these teams. All these teams right now, X Factor taking a timeout. I'm very, very proud of all these teams out here this weekend. I mean, there's so much to get. I mean, Challengers Division, Champion Division, there's so much at stake right now for every team at this tournament.
Yeah, and it looks like we have Lauren down on the sidelines with one of the X Factor players. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, I'm down here on the sidelines in the X Factor pit with Todd Morrow. Todd, you guys are coming out really strong. That was a great push down midfield. What were you thinking when you did that?
Just trying to get these points over as quick as possible. We don't want them to come back. They have a major right now, so we're trying to get as many points as possible without them coming out of the box. So just trying to push the subject right now.
Being that this is the relegation playoffs, what did you guys talk about to make sure you're in the champions bracket?
We just don't want to go. We don't want to get out of the pro division. We worked so hard to get here. We don't want to just lose it off of a flock tournament. So we're trying to make a statement here.
All right. Well, we'll see if they can make that statement. Back to you guys.
Thank you.
You know, Maddie, and that's the difference between X Factor's approach to this game and 187's approach to this game. What did the 187 coach say when they were interviewing, when Lauren Kelly was talking to him?
Well, first of all, paintball is really fun, but it kind of, you know, exactly, Todd, that's the difference. You get Todd Moore up there like, we're out here to make a statement. We're trying to run down the field and run these points up as quick as possible, let the world know, hey, what's up, X Factor came to play paintball this year. You don't have Alex Martinez cutting longtime players because they can't make practice, so they can come out here and get relegated to the second pro division. But Todd, you know, misspoke a little bit. The Champions Division, obviously pro. Challengers Division is also pro. So if everyone's going to be, they're all professional teams, but, you know, there's the cream of the crop, and then there's the guys trying to be the cream of the crop. And the thing about 187 is they have the talent, but I'm kind of scared when they're looking at this game like they're out for a fun recreational day of paintball. Hey, paintball's fun, but you're playing in the hardest division in the entire world, and they don't probably spend the majority of their lives training on the weekends to come out here and not fight against a really good team, because they want to be, you know, you talk to these guys, it seems to me most of the time when I talk to them, they want to be a top team.
Yeah, I mean, they always have a great attitude about, you know, coming in and wanting to play hard. It was just kind of concerning to hear and be like, oh, yeah, well, we're just here to have fun. There's no pressure. There's a lot of pressure out here. I mean, you either play in the Challengers or play in the Champions. You're either playing with all the teams that believe in themselves as contenders, or you're playing with the other teams that just want to get a shot to play in that league with the other teams.
You know, if I'm not making the finals right now and I'm playing for like 3rd, 4th, or 6th or 7th, I don't care what it is, 12th. I'm telling you right now, I'm coming for blood. I want it so bad.
Well, you know, we saw it yesterday in the infamous game. I talked to Marcelo Margot. He asked me what he felt from the Ironman as we're watching now X Factor getting shot. But you saw that Zach Wake got shot and literally stomped his feet into the ground. That's how much it means to Zach Wake to come out here and perform. I talked to Marcelo Margot, and he was like, what was the difference between us and Infamous? And I told him, I was like, the difference was you played at a 9 and Nikki played at a 10. You brought a knife and Nikki brought a bat. And Nikki remembered that this is, yeah, it's a sport, but it's a fight, and you have to remember that at all times.
That is so well put, Matty. I mean, it's
just the truth, man.
It's true.
If you want to be successful out here, you need to play every match as if you are nobody and you've never earned anything.
Scott Kemp right there with some paint on his goggles. Looks kind of interesting. There's number 8, Greg Lazat in the Doritos. 4187. Zaleski able to make it out of the box. But still a couple bodies. You got Dixon Yang and Scott Kemp alive, but Lazat gets shot, making it just Zaleski on Scott Kemp and Dixon Yang.
And Zaleski's, he's been playing pretty much very, very well all weekend. I mean, the Dorito side getting up there, and he's so, shooting Dixon Yang. Oh, and Scott Kemp in the face for the win. See, I was just telling you, Matty. Zaleski has been playing out of his mind this weekend, yeah, and that shows right there.
Yeah, Zaleski has been stepping it up on the Dorito side of the field, and so nice job. And if you look at the kill count, from upTon 187 crew, yeah, Zaleski, he's got 4 confirmed kills, and the closest but anyone to him on his team is at 2. We're going to be right back after this.
What's up, this is Greg with Impact. What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball? Not only is the Spire smaller and lighter than the leading competitors, but with a true 200 round capacity, it holds more paint as well. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
We're in the pits looking at Noltran. 187 crew, the green and black Planet Eclipse jerseys. Again, this game brought to you by Camp Pendleton Paintball Park in San Diego, California. Sean Walker's doing a good job running that field. It's the best field in Southern California if you want to get your grind on. Want to see the top teams play, head out there and check it out. And, you know, 187 totally still in this match, and I just love the fight I just saw to Zaleski. You know, Zaleski 5 confirmed kills, actually. We misspoke earlier. He's 5, which is way more than anyone else on his team right now. And actually way more than anyone, not way more, but 1 more than Zach Wake, who has 4 for San Antonio X Factor. So Zaleski treating this game with the respect it deserves and realizing that, you know, he's going to put out 100% effort. And then at the end of the day, when you're sitting there in the shower and you're looking at the 40 welts that you have in your body, you want to be like, what did I do this for? I did it and I put 100% out because I did it for my brothers on my team, all the guys that spent all that time to grind all the years with me.
And Zaleski really hasn't taken many, if any, points off. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen him in that Dorito almost every game over here for upTon 187 crew. 187 loses Greg Lazat. I would get Greg Lazat out of there, though. I mean, if they got somebody else that can go, he is taking it, man. These first 4 games, he's been shot early, all 3 of them. But
Cole Roberts getting chewed up in that center of the field there, dead center of your screen. Now you're looking at 16. That's Daniel Zaleski making his way down the Dorito side.
Grayson Goff gets shot. He comes out. Max Trailer got shot out of that snake side. He walks off.
I love this D-side camera. I mean, the angles are getting over there. I mean, he's getting shot up, but, I mean, honestly, it's doing a great job showing you a different side of the field. Right there on your screen, that's X Factor.
Yeah, now you're looking at X Factor's D-side.
Taking one in the face.
You know, seeing a lot of bad gunfights from X Factor in this particular point.
I mean, you know, one thing, Matty. I mean, you've always been like this, Todd. You and Matty both. I don't care if you're playing for first or last. You guys have always been like 125%, like in the game. You don't care what's going on. You just want to win. You're winners.
Well, you know, to me, paintball was always, and I don't know, maybe it's different for everybody, but it's a personal test. you know, at the end of the day, the race is against yourself. And now looking back at the end of my career, you know, it's always how much effort are you willing to put out? You know, I mean, did you put out as much as you possibly could so that when you walk away, you can be like, you know what, I gave it all my all. I did it the best I possibly could regardless of the outcome. And that's all you really can ask of yourself. That's all anybody can ask of anybody. And
that's a great way to put it, Matty. I mean, on your screen right now, look, Daz Zaleski across the field, number 16 on the 50 side, Dorito. Look at that D side. See, camera angles here are just fantastic. You know, Dan Zaleski just getting ready to go down this field. He's gonna go. Zach Wake is actually trying to hold him up a little bit, but it's not going to stop him. There he goes, making the next move.
And 2 bodies left alive for San Antonio X Factor. They're 2 new pickups, Nineos and Zach Wake, as Nineos tries to bump back.
And Todd Wake's picking up paintballs off the ground.
And Jankel right near his screen, getting down. Oh, and somebody's going to concede the point. I'm going to assume that would be X Factor.
Is this the first time that we've talked about Zach Wake not carrying enough paint?
Yeah.
Out on the field?
Oh my God, I was just going to say that.
At this event, as Laval hangs that flag, and we have a 1-point game, and we're going to be right back after this. But yeah, Todd, I want to talk about that.
Ever wonder how your order gets from ansgear.com to you? Using our fast and efficient processing method, your purchase is pulled, verified, and shipped to your door quickly and accurately. Every order is checked for accuracy 3 times before it leaves the warehouse. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner and at an affordable price to get you back in the game. Shop now at ansgear.com.
And we're back here. Now, Todd, we saw Zach Wake picking up paintballs out there. Not an extremely long point. You've coached Zach Wake before. Let's talk about this.
You know, I mean, it's either you bring more paint or you budget your paint better. I mean, it used to drive me absolutely bananas when it's a crucial point. I mean, now it's a 3-2 ball game. It's a crucial point, and you got bodies running all over the field, and you have no paintballs, and you're trying to pick them up off the ground. There's just absolutely no excuse for that. You know, you're sitting here. This is who winner goes on. Winner plays in the Champions Division. Loser goes home, plays in the Challengers Division. And it's up to you to get out there and do the best that you can. And not being prepared, a lack of preparation, this isn't the first time this has happened. A lack of preparation is not a reason that you should be losing games.
Here we go, start of this point. As you're looking at X Factor breaking out on that 3 on the Dorito side and getting out wide on the Snake side. 5 bodies alive for X Factor, 5 bodies alive for upTon 187 crew. X Factor has a slight lead, but it's been 2 unanswered points for upTon 187 crew here. Max Trailer making it out wide too, and no one even shot at him getting in there, it seemed like. It's Dimitri making his move, he's been playing great, man. What a great rookie coming out of the Texas Storm program. I'm sorry, no, that's Dixon Yang actually. Dixon Yang, longtime vet. And he's going to come off. I don't know, the referee in there checking him out. He's got to be careful.
He's not even asking. He's just saying get out.
Yeah, and see, but you got to be careful. If you're Dixon Yang in there and you see the referee pulling you out, just get out, man. This is an important match. You're down by, or you're only up 1. You might get a penalty right there. He's lucky the ref didn't pull a penalty. He's sitting there screaming at him, pulling him out.
I cannot believe he did not get a major penalty right there. I mean, we saw Montresor and Moorhead get penalties for the exact same thing just a couple games ago.
Yeah, so Dixon Yang dodging a bullet in there.
Oh, great shot right there in the Snake side.
And then Grayson Goff, too. X Factor's got to be careful right now. You know, I understand if you don't think you took a hit, I get the confusion, but if you have a referee adamantly and just going crazy trying to get you to come out of your bunker, you're risking a penalty.
Yeah, and you know what, Matty? We're looking here now, 187 getting back and getting in control of this game right now as X Factor started off so hot, thought they were in control, but now here comes 187 right back.
Well, I think 187 chucked the whole fun concept out not too long ago and realized that this was for who was going to get relegated and who was going to stay in the Champions Division, and then they're proving that they are one of the top teams right now by starting to take it to San Antonio X Factor, looking great on this Snake side.
And this is exactly what we're talking about. Every game matters now. I don't care if you're 0-3, every single game matters, Maddie.
And yeah, absolutely. And Jankel getting taken out. He's played pretty well for them this event, though. Let's see if Max Trailer can pick up the slack over here. Now you're looking at the Dorito side for 187.
You know, that's on your screen right there. That's Greg Lazat, number 8, as Dan Zaleski gets shot in the goggles out of Dorito 3. He walks off the field right now. His spot's going to get filled by Nick Laval. He's going to bump across. There's Max Trailer in Snake 2 now. He had bumped out to that corner, came up, filled the Snake. Right next to him on the inside, I'm sorry, Nick Laval is on the inside of Max Trailer in that mini race bunker next to the Snake.
And Trailer making his way past the 50-yard line. And it's Colt Roberts, Archie, and Scott Kemp left. And you're seeing there's Archie Montemayor in that back Snake bunker.
And Nick Laval getting a check right now. He's going to get pulled out. No penalty. Archie Montemayor running the highway.
Oh, nice move by Archie Montemayor. He ends up getting taken out, but that axe needed to drop on that execution style killing right here in the Snake for Archie Montemayor. His Trailer walks off shaking his head. And then now trying to finish it up is Scott Kemp. It's a one-on-one against Greg Lazat. Oh, and they trade out. I don't know who shot who first.
In the face.
Yeah, so.
I mean, almost pulling it back from the brink was San Antonio X Factor right there. I mean, Scott Kemp looked like he had an opportunity to win that one-on-one right there. But, I mean, if you're San Antonio X Factor, you got to be kind of happy that 187 didn't get that point either, because they had the bodies and the field position, so that's going to be a no point.
Well, if you're Scotty Kemp, I mean, he did a great job of playing off of the chaos, running down that Dorito side. When everything goes down crazy on one side, you got to seize that moment. The guns are going to shift. Scotty Kemp, experienced vet, he runs down and just actually gets locked into a gunfight before he had a chance to get that kill. So still a good job. They traded each other out, no point, and we're going to be right back after this.
Next season on the roster.
We're looking for a guy that's like on our heels every weekend.
My name is Wesley Ward. I'm 23. I'm from Macon, Georgia.
Scott Kemp, age 26, born and raised in Los Angeles, California.
The attitude thing, man, it's one of those things. Some people like it, some don't.
All right, let's check out this replay. Look at this amazing move by Archie Montemayor. So smooth, cuts and runs down the highway there in the Snake. Trailer's like, where'd he go? Bam, all of a sudden he's getting shot in the back, and then Archie Montemayor flips his gun around, gets taken out cross field. Such a beautiful move by Archie Montemayor there, one of the leaders for San Antonio X Factor.
He is such a good player, man. I mean, I played with him a couple times. I mean, look at that. His field awareness is phenomenal. I mean, he's very calm, collective, no matter what's going on, Matty.
Absolutely. So, well, the thing with Archie is that some people just have, you know, it's just God-given, man. You know, it's a very unique mix of talent, desire, heart, training, and just the will to win. And Archie's one of those rare talents out there in the paintball world. Each team's got a couple of those guys, Todd. A couple of those guys, and Archie's one of those guys on San Antonio X Factor, has been since the beginning.
Yeah, and if you're a team owner and you got one of those guys, you do what you can to keep them, because they are invaluable.
And Colt Roberts taking the walk for X Factor. Also, Zach Wake making the Snake. You saw a second ago. Here comes the Snake move. Also, for 187, head-to-head against Zach Wake.
Colt Roberts walking off the field. Scott Kemp back in there. He bumps into Dorito 2. There's Zach Wake on your screen right now. He's in Snake 2. He's going to start shooting some paint across the field. There's Scotty Kemp on the D-side cam.
Yeah.
And, ooh, Nick Laval gets shot in the gun. He comes off the field. Eddie Painter and Brian Jenkel over here on the Snake side trying to attack Zach Wake.
I'm just looking at the stat board right now. Dan Zaleski, 8 confirmed kills. Getting down over there, man. That kid, he wants to, you know, it's interesting because he flipped up and He didn't feel he played the snake as well as his teammate Max Trailer, but talk about dominating the Doritos. Whew. Zaleski, 8 confirmed kills, pretty solid.
Yeah. Very, very versatile, like you said, Maddie. I mean, he's a great, versatile player. He can play pretty much anywhere. On your screen right now, we got Painter. He's been playing phenomenal this weekend.
Yeah, he's playing phenomenal. Well, I would say he's playing super solid, but he's got to step it up this game. No confirmed kills for Eddie Painter here in this match. Oh, Zaleski gets shot. Big loss as San Antonio X Factor able to take out Zaleski. He gets shot by Zach Wake, so Zach Wake clocking in.
Niños coming out of that corner into the second temple on the snake side to back up Wake. Wake, you see right there, that is
talking to his coach.
Jenkel just posted down the wire on Zach Wake, but Zach Wake really working the inside. Eddie Painter, Brian Jenkel, upTon 187 crew. Niños elects to go back to the snake corner, and Eddie Painter gets shot. I'm not sure who quite shot him, but he's walking off the field now. Jenkel's going to be there by himself. Expect Zach Wake to get up and get on his horse and come get Jenkel here.
Oh, Wake just took one cross. He just took one and then got roasted up. So he's going to come out of there. And now no attackers on the snake side. It's just Archie in the back, but he could become an attacker at a split second. But Wake's going to walk off. They still have Dimitri and Scott Kemp and Archie Montemayor alive for X Factor, but much better field position on that Dorito side of the field.
And Jenkel did, Lizotte did Jenkel a huge favor by getting Zach Wake out of there, probably saved his life, and now gave upTon 187 an opportunity to get back in this game, because now it is a 3-on-2, but Scott Kemp is in the 50 Dorito.
Man, this is a dramatic, starting to be a dramatic end to this, because it looked like X Factor was just going to run away with this game, and now Scott Kemp getting shot. Is that Scotty or is that Dimitri?
That's Scott Kemp out of the 50
Oh,
Dorito.
yeah, it's Scott Kemp. So now Dimitri and Archie splitting the field in those back corner bunkers on each side of the field. And 187, though, well, not say running out of time yet. Still 5 minutes left to go here.
Yeah, and Lizotte, who got shot early the first couple points, is getting back into this game. He's got 5 confirmed kills.
Well, it's good to see. It's good to see these role players from last year. You know, we said the Lavals and Zaleskis and Max Trailers and Painter last year, but it's awesome to see guys like Jenkel and Lizotte handle business for 187, because for them to move up and be a top-tier team, they need contribution out of everybody.
Yeah, Jenkel over here in the snake. That's a D-side cam right here. That's Archie Montemayor. He came all the way across. He's in the Dorito 1, but Niños gets shot out of that snake corner. This is where Archie Montemayor does what Archie Montemayor does. And
oh, is that going to be a penalty? Oh, that's a penalty. It's a penalty on 187. They're looking for somebody to pull. Oh, and that's it. Nail. Oh, that might be the nail in the coffin right there for upTon 187 crew. So, and then, so Archie Montemayor, Archie Montemayor, man, handling it, just able to stay alive in that very close point there. And fortunately for San Antonio X Factor, though Lizotte's playing great, 6 confirmed kills so far this match, gets that penalty at the worst possible moment.
And that is the rookie mistake right there. That is upTon 187 in a 2-on-1, not controlling the last player, not communicating and running down, making individual moves. And that's why it's a 4-2 ball game with 3:50 left to go. We'll be right back after this.
So here we go. And 3 minutes and 50 seconds remain here. We got a 2-point game in this, in the match that decides who is going to be in the Champions Division and who is going to be in the Challengers Division. Right now, it's looking like San Antonio X Factor, unless upTon 187 has something to say about that.
Yeah, upTon 187. They got almost 4 minutes to get back in this game. Here's the replay right here of Lizotte running down with Archie Montemayor. And I mean, if we could rewind that just a little bit. Here it comes again from the opposite angle. And yeah, Archie Montemayor just beat him to the punch, put the first ball on him. By the time Lizotte recognized where Archie was, he had to come back across his body, and that's a penalty. Got Janko pulled, and starting with one body in the box, 2-minute major on Lizotte.
That's not going to help the situation at all right now. 4-2 in favor of X Factor.
Yeah, and Janko also gets shot on the break.
Another major, as you saw. Yes. As you saw right there. That's definitely the proverbial nail.
Super Tony, the major machine referee down there, goes and throws his red flag up in the air and calls a penalty on Dan Zaleski, I believe. Nope, not Dan Zaleski. That was on Brian Janko. That was not Brian Janko.
How unfortunate is that? I mean, Maddie, you know, you're down 4-2. You want to come back. You already have a major. You're playing 4 and 5 situation. Do you want to really get another major?
Well, we'll get to that right when we come back. So here we go, and you know, San Antonio X Factor got real mad at me for saying that their flag was Houston Heat's flag, and I apologize to them. But they have a Texas flag hanging over their pit every single game they play, and they also have another flag that has a giant cannon on it, and it just says, "Come and get it." No, come and take it.
I like that, actually.
You know what? And take it. And that was basically what their attitude is this year. You know, is that they believe that they're a top team. They've picked up some new players, including Zach Wake, and that person on your screen right there, Dimitri Ninos. And man, that kid can play some paintball coming out of the Texas Storm, camp. Ryan Gray's crew over there, and he's done a great job of raising some awesome players. And you know, love to see how that team's going to do this year.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw them a lot in the divisional finals last year. Texas Storm had some really great events. Wonder if we'll see them again here with the divisional playoffs, divisional finals coming up. At the end of the day, split screen breakout. Only 3 bodies on the field for Upton 187 crew. 3 minutes left as Nick Laval comes up and goes to the center A, trying to lock off that snake side of the field, get some kills. But Dixon Yang up there in the mini race bunker. You see Nick Laval. He's going to get shot and walk off. Bottom right of your screen, that's Dixon Yang coming across into Dorito 3 up top. Jesse Stevens on your screen right now, getting a spin. He's coming in. He's going to go straight to Snake 4 with only one body left alive, Max Trailer.
Oh, Max Trailer trying to take it out Jesse Stevens, who's trying to prove to the X Factor crew that he needs more reps out there, and having a good point here. So that's going to help his chances to get some more reps as the year progresses, as Dixon Yang hangs that flag. And 2 minutes and 40 seconds remain. Score is now 6-2, and it's been all San Antonio X Factor after a brief resurgence from the 187 crew. We'll be right back. So, story of this game so far is X Factor put up 3 unanswered, then Upton 187 crew came back and looking like they were going to contend here not wanting to go quietly, but then San Antonio X Factor woke up after that and was like, oh my God, 187 came to play, and they've been putting on them ever since. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remain here in the match that will decide who's going to be playing in the Champions Division and who will be playing in the Challengers Division. Now, yes, the Challengers Division is the second pro league, so they're still pro, but the cool thing about how we're working things this year is that every single event, starting the next event, is that the top 2 Challengers Division teams will bump up to play Champions Division, and the bottom 2 Champions Division teams, they will go down into the Challengers Division, and the same thing happens every event. So it's going to create a lot of interesting matchups. Every game is important now, and we're watching an important game right now.
You know, right now 187 start, 187 start with 3 players to San Antonio X Factor's 5, but in the process taking out one of San Antonio's X Factor players, but also Jeffsy Stevens, Dan Zaleski also taking the walk. So 2 players now, Eddie Painter and Nick Laval, alone soldiers for 187. Oh, and there goes another one. Eddie Painter and also Laval takes the walk as well. So that's going to wrap it up right here, Matty.
Yeah, it's been all San Antonio X Factor after that brief couple points where 187 Crew seemed like they were determined to get back into it. And then ending with a bunch of penalties. So you see the home Texas crowd cheering on San Antonio X Factor, who will be advancing to play in the Champions Division, and they're probably pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, and tell you
it was a close one.
Yeah, I'll tell you who's not stoked is Greg Lizotte and Brian Jankel finishing the game in the penalty box and going to be playing in the Challengers Division next event. San Antonio X Factor came to play today. They win this game 7-2. And they will remain in the Champions Division when we head to OXCC in Maryland for our second PSP event of the year.
So far, this is what we're looking at. This is set in stone as we speak. Tampa Bay Damage, Impact, Red Legion, Heat, Dynasty, CEP, God, what a great story. Infamous, Ironman, the Tauntauns, another great story, and the last team for the Champions Division going to be OXCC for event number 2, MAO. And in our Challengers Division, we have upTon 187 Crew, Vicious, Excessive Shock, and that's going to be a pretty crazy bracket too, because we're waiting for 5 more teams to come in as well. So it's and you know, honestly, look at the teams. That's, you know, a lot of people have been like, oh well, you know, Challengers Division this and Challengers Division that. You're telling me that Vicious and Excessive aren't good teams? 187 Crew, I mean, they look really good at times too, but you know, there's a reason why the Challengers Division exists, is that, you know, we need to have the most exciting paintball be displayed at all times for everybody, and realistically having those top 10 teams square off against each other every tournament, with then the best playing teams from the other division come in and just cycle through. But what we're gonna get is just the cream of the crop at all times for you guys to watch throw down here. And it looks like we have Alex Martinez from San Antonio X Factor with Lauren Kelly.
With Alex Martinez of X Factor. How are you guys feeling right now?
Well, actually, we're feeling great. You know, 187 played a hell of a game. I mean, they fought us. So it's definitely great, but we got a lot of work to do. We're going to go back and figure this out.
This game was pretty much just as important as any other game that happens today, because it decided whether or not you were staying in the champions bracket. So what were you really telling the guys to focus on coming out here?
Well, I mean, the consequences behind it. We have to go out there and play hard and strong and be smart. It was just like a championship playing on Sunday for the last game. You know, it's all out there. If you put it all out there point for point, or we're in big trouble.
You guys were doing a great job on the Dorito side, but what mistakes do you think you need to fix so you can do even better in future tournaments?
What I did see is that we overextended ourselves a little bit. I thought the guys, you know, when you're up 3-0, you're thinking, oh, we got this. Oh, we can run down the field and do this, that, and the other thing. And at this level, you can't. You got to play smart, close smart, slow down. I mean, it's pretty simple.
All right, well, X Factors are in the champion bracket. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All down here, guys.